Hey, how you guys doing today? Alright, so hopefully you guys had happy holidays. I'm kind of sickly. I got cooties from my kids, so yay for that. Um, but, I'm just gonna start your reading. And please remember, I do not have Messenger for those of you that keep on trying to reach me on there. I don't have it, so don't contact me on there. I do have an email attached to this account, so if you want, go on the page, select the email, and send me an email, okay? But don't hit me on Messenger because you ain't gonna hear from me. I feel like there was something else I needed to address, but I cannot remember. So maybe we'll address it another day. The chakras you guys need to work on, I got the solar plexus twice and heart chakra twice as well. Got excuse me, got the root chakra and the crown chakra 2 times as well. So please work on those chakras, whichever ones you're having issues with. I'm so sorry, I can't help it. So yeah, that's that. Now going into this reading, excuse me. Excuse me. Hello, Imran, how are you? Jesus Christ. Alright, so some of you need to surrender to complete healing, and that means some of you have to release the self-esteem, your self-esteem issues. Good morning, Beth, how you doing today? So when you have self-esteem issues, you feel really bad about yourself, and sometimes we don't even realize that we have these issues. So it's important for you to sit there and really look at yourself and think about how much time you've given yourself, and how do you treat yourself? We bitch about how other people treat us, but how do we treat ourselves? Do we take the time out for ourselves? Do we take the time to say, you know what, I'm just going to take a me day and I'm going to chill today? I don't feel like doing this, so I'm not going to force myself to do it. All of those are ways to take care of you and show yourself self-love. Okay, and you need self-love in order to raise your self-esteem. Because if you don't have the self-love, then you're going to keep letting people use you and beat you down, and it's going to make you feel worse, especially if you're a person that ends up being a people pleaser because of your self-esteem. So you start giving and giving and doing because you feel so bad about you that helping somebody else makes you feel better. But it gets to a point where it becomes more detrimental to you instead of helpful. Okay, so you are love. We're all love. And not one fucking person that I have come across in my lifetime is perfect. So don't feel bad or feel like you're not as good as the next person, because the problem is that you're comparing yourself to somebody else. And you shouldn't do that, okay? Because you probably have qualities that they wish they had, and vice versa. But as long as you're doing that, you're always comparing yourself to somebody else, and in that aspect, you're never going to see yourself as being good enough. And that's a problem, because we're all good enough, okay? We are all unique individuals with different purposes. So you have to release this low self-esteem, okay? I don't give a fuck if you don't like the way you look, if you're fat, you're skinny, you're black, you're white, you have nappy hair, you have straight hair, whatever the fuck it is. We all go through our phases of, I hate this, I hate that about me, I don't like this. For the longest, my hair used to get on my fucking nerves. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I can't leave this house without actually showering because my hair is curly, and I hated it for the longest. Now I'm like, I appreciate it because I don't really got to put that much work into it. Just try to find the positive in the things you don't like about yourself. We all have that, okay? I don't give a fuck how beautiful a person is. Everyone has their insecurities. So you try to focus on the positive of that insecurity. Find a way to make it work for you, okay? Hello, Muhammad. How are you today? So that's releasing the self-esteem issues. And in doing that, you'll be able to find peace, okay? You'll be able to find the love in yourself and give yourself compassion and be able to do the things that you need to do to take care of you, okay? So please give that up and understand that if it's someone else that you're dealing with that has self-esteem issues, you can't fix those issues for them. Okay, so if they show those issues as being insecure or being jealous or controlling, all those are signs of insecurities. Okay, that's their self-esteem issues. That means they've probably been through some shit that has caused them to have those insecurities, you know, because sometimes when we get cheated on, it'll make us feel bad or make us feel like we weren't good enough or pretty enough or we did something wrong. And then the reality is it wasn't anything that we did. It's something that that person has going on within themselves. But a lot of us internalize it. Hi Janine, how are you? Mine was pretty chill. I mean, minus being sick, but hopefully yours was good. So everyone's accountable for their own actions. But if you notice that someone's like that, you're not going to be able to change that person. That's something that they have to work on for themselves. You know, they have to say, you know what, I do have these issues, and figure out why they have those issues. You know, it's, oh, well, this person cheated on me with 20 people while we were together, so it kind of left me a little bit fucked up because I was so in love with them. Then you have a little bit of an understanding as to where that insecurity, where the controlling and the jealousy is coming from. Try to talk through it. You know, try to figure out, okay, well, how can we work through this together? Because you can't just, okay, I can't come up to you and say, okay, well, I'm jealous and I'm controlling and I'm all these things, so now I expect you to conform to how I want you to behave. It's because, oh, well, I have my insecurities and I'm jealous, so I don't want you wearing this outside, or you can't be out past this time. And those are all their own insecurities. Those are all their own self-esteem issues that they need to work on. You don't change who you are or the things that you do for somebody else to make them feel better. You know, if it's something that you're comfortable with compromising and saying, okay, well, you know what, I understand and I'll work on it with you, or I'll be more communicative, or whatever it is that's within your realm of comfort to ease their insecurities. But you don't have to do any of those things because that's their shit. That's shit that they need to work on. That's things that they need to say, okay, well, this is why I'm insecure. And if you were the cause of that insecurity, maybe you were unfaithful or whatever, acknowledge it. You know, if you are apologetic, then apologize. If you're not apologetic, well, then maybe you should get out the fucking relationship. But try to just, you know, if you were the cause of that, be a little bit understanding, because they love you and they want to work on it with you. But again, that also comes from another perspective, because now if that person's cheating, there's something that they're going through and there's something that they're missing. So all of this goes into very much deeper levels than all the surface shit that we see. And people need to start understanding that it's not, oh, it's not a you thing, it's a me thing. It's something that's wrong with me is the reason why these things are happening. Okay, so you can't fix the other person, and you have to give them the time to heal the shit that they need to heal, because a lot of people won't even acknowledge it. They won't even say this is wrong with me, or I was hurt and I was vulnerable and I gave my heart to someone and they shattered the shit, and they don't know how to fix it. So they start drinking and they start smoking and they start doing all these other things instead of finding ways to fix it and heal it. So just understand, you can't fix people, okay? So whatever that situation is, you have to let it rock, because that's not your shit. Excuse me. Now, some of you are going to be getting a job, a new job that's coming in probably by summertime, so anytime between now and then. Girl, I don't know. I can't do fucking 80-degree Christmas. That's just fucking weird for me. I did it once and I was like, no, this is Christmas inside, hottest shit outside. It was very confusing. So, some of you are, you know, excuse me. Some of you have a new job that's going to be coming in starting within the next few months, which is going to be a good paying job. So, congratulations to those of you. Others of you have some obligations or things that you're doing that, again, maybe dealing with this person, but it's like you feel obligated and you keep on doing the same shit. Like you're working hard and it's like you have to do things because it's a necessity for you to do this. Excuse me. So you don't have to do shit unless you want to. Point blank, period. You don't have to do anything unless you fucking really feel like it. Now, you've been putting in a lot of hard work. For those of you, like I said, a job is coming in. So all of the work, the things that you've been doing, the things you've been working on is going to pay off, okay? But it's any time between now and the summer that it's going to, you're going to see efforts, because there is going to be a contract that's going to come in. So I'm so sorry, you guys. So it could be a joint business venture that maybe you're going to say, hey, I want to start my own business, and you're going to partner up, and that partnership is going to lead you to success, okay? It's going to be a secure partnership. Oh, I'm so sorry, you guys. This is horrible. So understand, the contract could come in anytime between the next 2 weeks to 6 months. It's, time is fluid, so whatever's going on in your life, or it's something that could have already happened. Oh my God, talking is bad. So, or some of you could be up for promotion. Take it how it resonates for you, but whatever this is for you, it is going to bring you a lot of abundance, and some of you might even get unexpected bonuses with this position. So be open to these things, and that's it's amazing things. Now, some of you that have been working on relationships or dealing with somebody that you've been kind of putting in a lot of... Hi, Abdul. Oh, it's, I think, midday for us, but hope you're having a good night. So maybe it's a person that you've been putting an effort and you've been working towards, and you've been like, oh my God, well, why won't this person just get their shit together? And it's because they just trying to, they're working on it. They have to figure it out. Good morning, Jennifer. How are you? So if it's a relationship that you have been working on, again, give it some time, okay? Because the time frame is roughly about 6 months. So allow that to occur. And, if you put in the effort, just let it be, because it does show that a commitment will be coming. For some of you, it will be an engagement, marriage. It's going to lead to those things, okay? But it's going to be something that is prosperous, and it's going to be a very secure partnership. So understand, and if that's what's going on, you might receive a message from this person informing you that that is their intention. So be, however it's resonating for you. If this is a person that you're interested in starting something with, or going back to and starting something with, it will be promising, okay? Because what they're showing me, it is something that is Jesus Christ. It's the Wheel of Fortune, so it's good luck that's coming your way. So if you've kind of been down and out relationship-wise, down and out work-wise, it is going to change, okay? So please just keep on moving forward. Don't pause your life. Don't stop your life for anybody. What's going on, Tiny? But there are opportunities that are coming. Like I said, you're going to get a new job that's going to be paying you very well. So if it's business, then the business. If it's the relationship, then it's the relationship. But either way, it's going to bring celebrations, okay? So if this is someone you haven't talked to, you've been at a distance from, because they're showing water, so maybe it's long distance, another country, another state, maybe it takes a good amount of travel to get to each other. But there is going to be unity. So if this is something you've been waiting on, it is going to happen. It's like something's been ignited, like their heart chakra has been activated. It's probably been blocked for a while, and they haven't been able to work that shit out. Go back to the self-esteem thing. So if that's what it is, you are going to come into union, okay? This is going to occur, and it, like I said, it's new beginnings, creative endeavors. What happened, Tiny? So all of those things, like I said, if business-wise, it's going to be good. So you guys will probably be able to bounce ideas off each other and start new things, okay? Wait, there's a card. For some of you, this has been like a very challenging thing. You've been kind of putting your heart out there, and it's just like, at what point is this person going to reciprocate my feelings? At what point am I going to get this fucking job? At what point am I going to get this house? At what point are things going to start working out for me? And they're starting to work out. Like I said, the Wheel of Fortune, things are changing now. They're starting to go in your favor. You have good karma. So whatever it is that you've been doing throughout the months, years, that's been good, it's going to work out for you because you've been putting out good. So now it's time for you to get back what you've been putting out. What, Tiny? No. So understand that if this is something that you still are, you find still having some challenges, or there's still obstacles or things that you're not fully like, what the fuck, maybe try to tweak it a little bit, redirect a little bit, and if this is, like I said, I hope you're not in competition for another human. That's just fucking shitty. But if it is work and there is competition, maybe you guys are very talented and somebody else is talented, try to see how you can outshine the other people. Try to see what's unique about you that you bring to the table, that you can offer that job or that person, whatever it is, okay? Find your uniqueness and embrace that, because that's what's going to make the difference between you and the other people in this position, okay? But if it is relationship, it's going to be union. You're being guided right now. You're being guided, or the person you're dealing with is being guided towards you, okay? You're being guided towards this new journey. Now, you have to embrace the journey, okay? Because a lot of us, I know this fucking year has been really challenging and difficult. So you have to embrace the journey that's coming. And sometimes taking that step is probably the most challenging thing, because that means you have to change things in your life. And if you're complacent and everything's kind of smooth sailing, understand that at some point you got tired of whatever the fuck it is that you have. At some point you realized you wanted more for your life, that you can do better, that you have dreams that you haven't gone after. So go after those things, okay? Because like I said, I got 2 cards for union. So there's going to be celebrations, okay? There's going to be a lot of celebrations happening. And it could just be the holidays, because New Year's is coming and everybody want to go fucking party. But you are being guided to take this new journey. So please embrace the new journey, because it is a new beginning. There is a new partnership that is coming in, as I was just saying. But be sure not to let your pride get in the way of this, okay? Especially if you've come from a place where you guys kind of been at odds, and you've been kind of back and forth, and no communication, and you're like not sure which way it's gonna go, and you're in your head about it. So try not to be prideful, okay? Because when we're too prideful, we block ourselves from blessings. We block ourselves from people that we love and we want to be with. But because it's, I'm not talking to them because they pissed me off and I'm over this shit. Or it take them 20 fucking years to get their shit together. You don't have to wait that long. I would not wait that long. But I'm just saying, if it's something that's been ongoing like that, try to check where it is your boundaries, as opposed to your pride being a little bit OD. Okay? Because we all get real prideful sometimes, and we just be like, no, you can't treat me this way and whatever. And like I said, a lot of the shit that people do, it's a them issue. It's not a you issue. So don't be so caught up in your head that you're allowing this to take over, okay? Because when you start thinking, that's when you allow your pride and everything else to start taking over, okay? And it creates tense situations. But if you allow this, it is a new love partnership. You're going to allow this to be birthed, to come to life, okay? But you have to have the strength to allow this. You have to have the patience for this to happen. And you have to let go of the shit that you are holding on to. If it's a fucking person, release the person, release the relationship, release whatever it is, okay? Because I know it's not easy. I'm not going to sit here and pretend it's easy to release a relationship you've been in for years, or release someone that you love, because it's not. Especially if you're somebody like me who doesn't really like hurting other people's feelings. I don't. I really don't. I try to avoid it. But sometimes you can't do that, because avoiding hurting other people basically causes you to hurt yourself, when you put yourself in a bad place. So you have to love yourself enough to know that you deserve better, or you deserve to be able to go after your dreams and do what it is that you love. And you have to clean house. You have to let these things go. You have to let these people go. And you have to be strong, okay? Because when you do this, your dreams, everything that you've wanted, that you've been aspiring for, that's what's going to come out, okay? There's going to be this transformation, and it's going to seem like miracle after fucking miracle in your life, and you're going to be like, how the fuck is this happening? Like, I don't even know how it happened. But that's really how it happens. You're just like, what the fuck what just happened? I didn't even see this. I don't understand it. And it happens like that. But you have to have faith, okay? Trust the universe. And be grateful, okay, for everything that you've been to. Be grateful for the person that you're kind of at odds with and you're like, I'm not fucking with you, or I need to leave you, because they've given you something. You know, you've gained an experience, you've gained lessons, you've gained wisdom throughout this relationship, whether it's home, work, wherever it is. You know, you've gained these things, so be grateful for that. Don't look at it as it was all bad. And maybe you just hate even hearing this fucking person breathe right now. I get it, but still appreciate what you've learned from this, okay? Because you are a wonderful person. So just say thank you. I appreciate everything. I'm grateful for everything that's happened, but you need to set and maintain your boundaries now. And like I said, if you're leaving somebody, it's hard. It's fucking hard, because they're gonna cry. They're gonna try to tell you don't leave me, or any other type of thing that's gonna get you to stay. And like I said, I don't like hurting people's feelings. So it's like when people pull at my heartstrings, I'm a fucking sucker. I am. And it's bad. So it's important to have boundaries. It's important to say, you know what, I understand how you feel, and I'm sorry. You know, I have to do this for me. It's nothing to do with you, but this is what's best for me, my family, whatever. And I need to walk away, and be strong in that and stand in that, okay? Because your time and your energy is precious. We don't get none of this shit back, okay? All the energy that we give, we're giving it. We're not going to get it back. The time that we give, we're not going to get it back. So make sure you're spending it wisely and with the people you truly care about and people you want to be with, and in situations that are beneficial for you. So you have to give up the doubt about this relationship that's gonna come in, because like I said, if it's something that's been ongoing, some of you are just like, I don't even know if I want this shit anymore. But just allow it, okay? Don't feel like you need to know everything and how everything's gonna work, because when you do that, everything comes the way it's meant to come. And honor your body, okay? It's important for you to honor yourself. Like I said, you have to show yourself self-love in order for your relationships to reciprocate that to you, okay? So when anything that I do, my prayers, whatever it is, I always ask for the highest good of myself and everyone involved. Because then I know whatever is coming to me isn't going to be something that's detrimental or something that's fucked up for my life, okay? And I don't want to be fucked up or fuck up somebody else's life either. So just always do what's in the highest good and try to just maintain that dignity, okay? So that was the first one. Sorry, I got so much crap here. And now they're saying that it's time for you to trust your intuition. And trusting your intuition is kind of hard, because like I said, when we get to a point where it's hard for us to be like, okay, well, I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, you know, you're sitting there and you're waiting and you're like, when is this fucking gonna happen? Is this ever gonna happen? I'm tired of waiting. You have to trust in divine timing, okay? Trust that you made the best decisions. Trust that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing right now. And when it's time for you to take action, take action. You know, don't hesitate, or don't just be like, oh, if you're looking for a fucking house, well, the shit's just gonna fall on my lap one day because it's... No, you have to meet the universe halfway, okay? You have to say, okay, well, spirit will bring me what's best for me. So when you get blocked, don't look at it as a bad thing, okay? Because more than likely it's protecting you from something, or there's something better that's gonna come along. So don't always be like, damn it, I'm fucking tired, I'm frustrated, because that's how I get. I get annoyed and I'm just like, you know what, I've been trying, and I keep getting shut down. And then at some point I'm like, fuck it, I don't even fucking care no more. Like, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. I don't fucking care. At that point is like you've given it all up to divine intervention, because you're like, all right, I'm tired. But as long as you're putting forth the effort, you know, everything's gonna work out. Don't give up. It's easy to give up. It's hard to keep trying, okay? But don't be discouraged, because that means there's something better for you when you do get blocked. So don't look at it as a bad thing. And it's okay to kind of just sit and be still right now and focus on what's going on within you. And if you have a person or whatever it is, let them come to you, okay? Because if you've been the one that's been busting your ass and putting in the work and just like, when the fuck is this person gonna get here? Let them come, okay? Let them deal with whatever they got going on and let them come to you. And vice versa. If you have been the person that has not been doing shit and has been letting the other person carry the relationship or express their interest in having this relationship or any combination of it, then now it's time for you to step up to the plate and make the effort and show them that, yes, I am interested. Yes, I do want this, because you can't sit here and think and think and think, because they're showing, again, thoughts. So this could be to the point of they're thinking to the point of obsession. I'm sorry. I can't have anything around me. I start picking stuff up. So they start thinking to the point of obsession, okay? And that's not healthy, because nobody wants someone obsessed with them in an unhealthy manner. You know, it's nice to be thought of. It's nice for someone to be fond of you. But understand, this person is just in their thoughts right now, and it seems like they're really concerned, like they're very anxious about what the fuck the situation is, or even if they're prepared to make this type of commitment. I'm so sorry, you guys. I really am sick and it sucks. But this person you can be firmly connected to, okay? Only you know. And they could be suffering with depression and anxiety. So that might be a little bit more of a reason why they haven't put forth any action, okay? So you know who you're dealing with and you know how they act, or vice versa, okay? If you are the one that's anxious and you're just like in your head, am I going to do this? Am I not going to do this? Should I do this? Yes, it's showing like, words I'm looking for. You have support, okay? So whether it's your family, your friends, whatever it is you're going through, you have support. That's going to be there. That's ongoing. That's, you know, they're always going to be there for you. So don't be so in your head about this, because some of you are stressed out about your family. Some of you are stressed out about situations that are going on right now that are probably beyond your control. But understand that the more anxious and the more crazy you make yourself, it's not doing anybody any justice, okay? You're just putting more negative energy into the situation. So you have to stop with the overthinking and the anxiety, okay? And try to go into meditation, because when you quiet your mind, you're able to get messages. And I probably sound like a fucking broken record by now, but it's really what happens. Oh, thank you, Janine. I hope I feel better too. So stop gravitating towards the negative. Like I said, if you're gonna what if good things? What if this works out? What if this is the best experience of my fucking life? You know, try to what if the positive. Don't always what if the negative, because negative's there. Like, you know, it's always gonna fucking be there. It's gonna try to get you to not do the things that you need to do for you, okay? So stop with the negative thinking. So now this, I don't know if this is something that's been going on over the course of the past 2 years. Maybe you're still going through it, or it's going to continue up until 2 years. So however this is working out for you, that's a long time to deal with fucking anxiety. But, you know, when you're anxious and you have these thoughts, you have to find a way around them. And the more you substitute or you self-treat with like alcohol and drugs, if you smoke bud, sometimes your ass gets more paranoid and more anxious. If you're a drinker, then you get a little bit more crazy and you allow that to consume you. So you have to really sit there and look at how these substances are affecting your life. Okay, so sometimes take a step back and be like, you know what? I'm not going to drink for a whole day or 2 days. I'm not going to smoke for however many days. And see how that works out for you, okay? Because, like I said, I'm a person, I like to trial and error, I like to figure shit out, so I won't drink. And then I'm like, okay, when I drink, this is the reaction it has on my body. Then it's like, okay, well, if I smoke, then I'm not going to have my dreams. If I smoke, then I feel this. You know, you have to sit there and see if it's something that's really helpful or it's just something that's helping you escape that moment. So when you're escaping the moments, you're losing your life. You know, it's like, okay, well, I'll feel better for a little while. I'll feel better for a little while. But how long do you spend smoking? How long do you spend drinking? How much of your time are you giving to these fucking substances? And where is it really getting you? You know, have you accomplished anything? Have you gone after anything that you wanted to do? Or is it delaying your fucking life? Really sit and think of what the fuck is going on and what you're doing. You know, you have people that are supportive for you, whether it's fucking AA meetings, fucking groups, whatever it is, family, friends. You have people that are going to support you and help you through this process. So if it's a long process, maybe you've been going through it, it's okay. It's okay. You have the support that you need. Don't be afraid to fucking ask for help. Okay? And I'm so sorry, you guys. I feel bad that I keep clearing my throat. So, for some of you, if this is relationship-wise, it's going to be a slow process. This person that you're dealing with is a very mental person, like not mental in a bad way, but they have a lot of, they need to control their thoughts. They need to control everything that happens. They have a very set way of doing things. So, it's going to be slow, like slow and steady wins the race kind of thing. Only you know if you're going to deal with that and how long you want to deal with the shit. So that's your choice, okay? But it could be someone, for some of you, they are contemplating on a child, or some of you have been worried about creating a child, or any combination that involves a child. You know, if you have been trying to conceive and it's been a long process, you know, it's hard. Like I said, you can't lose faith, and you have to have focused intention. You have to have focused intention on what's going on. But you know, for the child is showing me it is new beginnings. Now, this is something that I feel like it's been an ongoing issue with you for the past couple years probably. And it's a temptation that you have a hard time letting go of. Like, you go back and forth with yourself about this. You know, and you sit there, and it's like you keep trying. It's like you're reaching for the light. You're like trying to find a way out. You're like grasping for whatever it is you can grasp for to get out of this situation. But I just call it darkness. I don't know. It's, you know, this darkness that keeps bringing you back. Like, it is the drugs, it's the alcohol, it's the overworking, it's the random sex with random ass people. Those are things that are toxic for you because it's only a temporary release. Okay, they're not beneficial to you. While you think, yes, this is helping me, it's not helping you, it's not healing you. It's just giving you pleasure for that moment. It's helping you escape that very moment. And the more you do this, the more toxicity you create in yourself. Because now, if you are fucking around, you're taking on so many other people's energies and so many other people's shit that they haven't even dealt with themselves. Because if you're fucking around with them, what the fuck makes you think they're not fucking around with other people? And so on and so forth. So then you have to really look at all those fucking energies that you are now taking on. All of their fucking problems, all their emotional shit, all their psychologically fucked up shit that they haven't healed from is now transferring to you. And if you don't know how to get rid of these energies and cut these cords and do all of that shit, you're fucking yourself up, which is going to cause you to be depressed, which is going to lead you to a state of anxiety, which is going to do all of these fucking things that make you want to just keep smoking and drinking because you're not allowing yourself to heal. So you really have to find the balance. And if this is something that you have been struggling with and you are now coming out of this and you're starting to find a balance and you're realizing this is what you've been doing, understand that you have to find the balance, okay? Nobody else is going to be able to fix you. You have to fix you. As much as we would love to, and believe me, I've had people that, God help me, I would have loved to have fucking just been like, I'm sticking you somewhere and that's what the fuck it is until you feel better. You can't do that. You know, you just can't. So you have to understand that you need to change your habits. You need to say, okay, well, yes, I do have this problem. Let me see how I can redirect this energy. If you're overworking, then you need to find a balance and say, okay, well, I will put in 9 to 5, whatever those hours are, and that's what I'm going to do. And leave it at that. But if you're going to keep on fucking doing more and just working and working so you're not thinking about your life, that's the problem. Okay, you have to feel your feelings. You have to acknowledge there's something wrong, there's something broken that needs to get fixed. Alcohol, drugs, even prescription medication, none of that shit's going to fix it. It will help. You know, I was on a cocktail of fucking happy pills. I tell you, it brought me back to normal. At some point, you have to wean yourself off of these things and find your strength to heal what is really broken and figure out what it is in you that is traumatized. And a lot of us, it's childhood shit. It's shit from our childhood that none of us are even fucking aware of. It's probably shit we forgot, that we blocked out. And you're just like, oh my God, I haven't thought about this in 20, 30 fucking years. How am I going to fix this? You remember how you felt. When you sit there and you allow yourself to go back to those moments, you will feel those very same feelings. The only difference is feel them. Don't shut them down. Don't close them off. Feel those feelings so that you can get out of this, okay? Some of you are having, I don't want to say it's legal matters. Like, let's say some of you are in the street life. We'll go with that term. And if you are that person that is running the streets, that's also a form of an addiction, okay? Because that means you're addicted to the fast money and you're addicted to that type of situation, you know, because people get the adrenaline, they get rushes, they get all these things. So if you are a person that's dealing with that type of an addiction, you have to understand that there are legal consequences that come with that, okay? Whether you're aware of it or not, you have to figure that out. And when you realize that, yes, this is a real issue and you do have a real problem, I'm not knocking anybody's hustle. Believe me, I'm not. I genuinely just want everyone to be able to heal and be in a better place, okay? So whatever it is that you're addicted to, whether it's fucking money, whether it's overworking, sex, drugs, alcohol, food, acknowledge that you have a problem. The very first, at least acknowledge that, yes, I have this fucking problem. After you acknowledge that, work on it. Find ways to deter it. You get the urges, the cravings, whatever it is, find a way to deter it. Say, okay, well, when I get the urge to do this, I'm going to do this. And you have to find the strength to actually do that and not give in to the shit that you want, because you're going to be tested. You're going to be tested time and time again. The universe is going to test you to see if you really change, to see if you really want to do better, to see if you really want to be that person you claim you want to be. You have to show up and say, yes, I do. Yes, I'm doing the work. Yes, I'm stopping these fucking things. You have to do that, okay? Because what they're showing me is there's a tower moment. There's a huge shift that's going to come in. Whether it's a shift in consciousness, a shift in your physical, real life, there is something that's changing, okay? Now, you have to learn from your past mistakes, because if you do not learn from your past mistakes, if you do not get out of this fucking mentality, you're going to stay stuck, and you're going to keep reliving the same shit. You're going to stay on this fucking cycle. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from the things that you've already been through. Learn from the things your family, your friends have been through. See what they've suffered. See where this lifestyle has gotten them. Because I'm sure we all know drug addicts. We all know alcoholics. We know people who overeat. We know people who run the streets. We know people like this. So really look at their quality of life. You know, see how they live. Are they happy? Do they have the things that they want? Could they be better off? And most of the time, yes, they could be better off. The overworker probably has financially everything they ever fucking wanted. But how's their personal life? Do they have a support system? Do they have their own family? Are they emotionally happy and satisfied? No. Wherever you're giving to, if it's not beneficial, you're definitely going to be lacking in other areas. So you need to see where you're lacking at and realize, okay, I'm giving entirely too much to this. So I need to focus on the other areas of my life because everything has to be balanced. And you're not balanced right now. So that's why this tower moment is coming for you. So the risky lifestyle, make adjustments, okay? Because if you are fucking around with God knows who, it takes one time to get a disease for the rest of your life. It takes one time to get a disease that could fucking kill you. It takes one fucking time, okay? Remember that. Only one. So if you don't want nothing like that, make adjustments in your life, okay? Because it's really necessary. You have to address these things. And it shows that when you tune in and, you know, you go to a place and it's almost like isolation and you're just sad, but allow the sadness, allow the isolation. If you're depressed, don't be isolated. Reach out. But for those of you that are not in a depressed state, it's okay to be alone. Allow yourself that. Allow yourself to cry and release these fucking demons. Release these things in you that are feeding off of your fucking life. Release them, okay? Because you will be successful. They're showing me that you're going to be successful in these things. And some of you, you need to change your living environment. Because it's the people that you're living with, or it's the people you're hanging out with that are not beneficial to your health. They're not helping you. They're encouraging your deterioration. That's all they're doing. They're supporting your deterioration, okay? So whatever is happening right now, you need to get out of that. If you need to pick the fuck up and move, pick the fuck up and move. Because that is going to help you. But if you stay in the same environment, you can't heal in a place that broke you. You can't heal in a toxic ass environment. You know, you can't say, okay, well, I'm working at a bar, but I'm trying to, you know, not be fucking an alcoholic anymore. How successful is that going to be? How much harder is that going to make it for you to get to where you need to be? You need to realize that the people you surround yourself with greatly affect you and the things that you do in your life. So if you are with people that want to drink and party and smoke and do all this all the time, cool, whatever. But understand, you're making it that much harder for you to heal. You're making it that much harder for you to quit these things and do the thing that you need to do for you. Okay? You need to put the effort in to make this happen. And when you start putting in that effort in, believe me, the universe is going to start showing you synchronicities. The universe is going to start showing you a new way. They're going to start clearing your path. They're going to put things on your path that are beneficial for you. Okay? Because right now, you're stuck. You know, you're keeping yourself in this place. You're allowing this to occur. And the universe wants you to have patience with yourself and what you're going through right now. Okay? But understand, once you start healing from this and you release these things, you're going to have abundance. You're going to be abundance in everything. Okay? You're going to have that in your life, but you have to educate yourself. And like I said, learn from your mistakes. Learn from the things that you fucking been through. You have to release these things, okay? So really look up. And I say this because my mother was an alcoholic. And I didn't realize how bad the issue was until she started physically manifesting symptoms of liver failure. And her body was changing. And I'm just looking at her and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? At that point, I started researching. And researching and researching and researching. And then I just started flooding her with information and giving her more and more and more and more. And sometimes you need to educate yourself. You need to understand that, oh, maybe it's not just I have a cold. Or maybe it's just not something's wrong with my eyes. Or maybe it's just not, oh, I'm having this random ass pain. All of it goes together, okay? Write all of them down. See how they're contributing to your health right now and what the fuck's affecting you. Okay? So please make that commitment. Make that commitment to yourself to be better, because you're the only one that can save you. I know I've tried to save other people and I couldn't. So please save yourself. Okay? You have the support system. People will be there to love you and support you through this. But you need to be able to be that for yourself. So you have to have the strong intention to do that. And really it's just a risk, okay? And practice being now, being present. You know, a lot of us want to escape life. You don't think I wanted to escape my fucking life? I've wanted to escape my life a lot of fucking times. So much so that I became so depressed. Okay. So, understand that you can escape, okay? But there's a healthy way to escape. When you go into meditation, you see another world. You see other things. And it's a more healthier way for you to understand and deal with these things, okay? But you can't sit there and keep wanting and yearning for something that is not yours. Okay? You work on you, and believe me, all of your blessings, everything that you've ever wanted is going to come. But you need to be here. You need to realize that we only have one body. Once we beat this shit up and run it into the fucking ground, what are you going to do? Wait till you're 60, 70 years old and say, okay, now I want to be healthy? It's going to be too fucking late. Okay, do it now. Take the time out and take care of yourself. And if you need to move, take that risk. It's going to be fucking worth it. I promise you. It will save your fucking life. Take the risk. Make the commitment to yourself. Okay, because as long as you have the intention and it's a strong intention, everything's going to work out. But you need to get out of the... You have to release the control and understand that pride is not going to do you any favors right now. Right now, you need to put your pride to the side and say, I have a problem. I need help. Can you help me? How do I fix this? How do I get out of this? Whether it's a fucking friend, family member, therapist, I don't give a fuck who you go to. Go to somebody. Okay? Because it's showing me you will be successful and you will find a place of peace. Okay? And for some of you, excuse me, if this is more like some of these cards are for relationship matters, you know, there is a commitment that's coming, and some of you might be having unexpected visitors. So it could be an unexpected turn of events, unexpected situation. You take it how it resonates with you. But please make sure that you're being smart and you're educating yourself on what the fuck's happening around you and the people that you're dealing with, okay? So if you weren't expecting people, there's something that's coming around the corner that you're not thinking about or even prepared for. So be ready, okay? Sorry, these messages are long as shit today. I don't even know how long I've been talking yet. So that was that message. Some of you have to release your worry and be able to take a break, go out into nature. And like I said, the weather is fucking shitty, so depending on where you're at, you know, take the time out, go into nature and feel like really just turn your phone off. Don't be on your phone while I'm in nature and I'm listening to music or I'm texting. No, turn the fucking phone off, leave it in the car, whatever it is, and just be present in that moment. Be in nature and listen to the birds, listen to the wind, listen to the trees, listen to all of those things, okay? Because you'll find peace, you'll find a balance, you'll be grounded again, okay? And it'll help you get out of a place of worry, because you can't change shit. What the fuck does worrying do? I mean, anybody, please tell me, what does worrying do for you besides drive you fucking crazy? It doesn't change the outcome. Whatever the outcome is gonna be, it's gonna be that, because that's what's meant to happen. So there's no need to drive yourself crazy, okay? And for some of you that are they're showing that it's you have an occupation that, you know, it's an occupation, it's a hobby, it's a joy, but it's not I don't know what this is. You have someone that's coming towards you. I don't know if it's a situation. It could be a job offer. If it's a job offer that's coming in for you, it might not be the best offer. It might not be everything you thought it was going to be, because it shows like you're going to feel like you're bound. So it could be you taking something that you love, that's your hobby, like you genuinely enjoy it, but then it turns into something that you're not, that you no longer enjoy. It's going to be like, oh, well, here, we're going to offer you this, and this is what your job's going to be. And then it's like you end up doing some other shit, and you're going to be like, what the fuck? Why am I here? What am I doing? So please be careful with that, okay? Because it is showing someone that is privileged, that has money, but the occupation, something's not right with that. So look into whatever it is that you're working on or going towards, and make sure that everything is very clear when it's stated. Now, if this is a person that you're dealing with, they're saying choose wisely. So if it's a job, if it's people, whatever it is, make sure that you are listening to your intuition and you are trusting how you feel. You can't worry about everything, Janine. You can't do it. You can't do it. It's bad for you. Like, leave your ass being, you end up in the psych ward. You know, me and Sandy said we're going to go take a mental health day at the psych ward one day. When we're old ladies, of course. We got a few years ahead of us. And that's where our vacation's going to be at. But please, you know, looks like you have options, like several options that are available to you. Now, some could be relationships, some could be partners, some are jobs, like this one here. So you need to really choose, and choose what's best for you, not what's currently available to you. Just because you get one offer first doesn't mean that there aren't several other offers, okay? So this offer is going to bring you many things, okay? But you have to trust yourself. You have to really feel with your heart that this is right, because it's going to bring you abundance. But you need to be able to move towards it. You need to walk away from whatever this is, whatever, if it's a job already that you have right now that you feel trapped in, you need to walk away from that, okay? But you are wise enough, you've been through enough, or you've been there long enough to know whether this is for you or it's not for you. And sometimes it doesn't take that long. I'm a person that if I'm somewhere for like a month and I'm like, yeah, no, this is not working for me because my soul is screaming for me, like I feel like I'm fucking dying, it's not for you. Don't do that. Trust your body. When your body is, for me, I look at it when everything aligns. When my spirit, mind, and heart all align, then I'm like, okay, I'm making a good choice. This is the right decision. But if one of them doesn't agree, then I know there's something that isn't right. There's something that I need to look into, or I need to figure out. So look at it in that aspect. Like, does your mind say, okay, yes, proceed? Does your heart say, okay, yes, proceed? Is your soul at peace with the decision you're making? If one of them is, your head's like, bitch, red light, red light, red light, red light, red light, but your heart's like, oh, I love them, and your soul's like, yeah, go to them. It's hard because your soul is the ultimate guidance. But at the same time, you have to be smart, because people will see that. They will use it against you. They will take it as a weakness. So that's why it's important to use all of these things. Trust your soul. Your soul knows what's best for you. But also, you have to be smart. You have to implement boundaries. You have to have your standards so that people aren't walking all over you and shitting on you and taking advantage of you. Okay, so you, like I said, everything has to align. You can't be with someone and be like, well, my head says this is beneficial for me and my soul's bringing me to this, but emotionally they're not fulfilling. So you need to make sure all of it's in balance, okay? Because it is going to bring fertility for some of you. Again, the baby thing, if you don't want babies, use condoms, don't have sex, pull out, whatever the fuck works. Just, if you don't want no babies, don't make no fucking babies. But it's definitely showing that there will be abundance. And some of you might have to walk away from what you think is beneficial or good for you right now, because it's not. Now it's showing that some of you are walking towards, you're not walking towards anything physically right now, but you're moving towards a love relationship, a love partnership, or you're walking out on a partnership that has come to completion. And maybe it's just something that has become so mundane and so draining to you that you just really need to walk away. So if it is a work that feels like that, walk away from it, because you will find your calling. You will find your place. You just have to have faith and put that faith into the universe and trust that the universe is going to put me where I'm meant to be. And that's how I approach things. What's meant for me is meant for me. No one can take that from you. So put that faith into there, and don't force situations. Don't manipulate situations to be what you want or how you want them to be. Allow things to flow naturally, and be honest. Because when you lie, you're manipulating. You're causing things to go in your favor that probably would not be in your best interest. Remember, delays and blocks are protecting you for something. They're protecting you from something or giving you something better. So don't manipulate, don't lie, be honest, and just let shit flow the way it's meant to flow, okay? And appreciate the very basic things in life, because that's what brings us beauty, okay? Now, back to this shit. We'll get back to that in a second. Some of you need to take a time out, whether it's, hey, I'm going to go on vacation, or I need time to think about this relationship, or I need time to realize, you know, what it is that I truly love and what I really want to do with my life. Take the time, because the reality, your job, you are a person at a job. You are a number to those people. They don't give a fuck if you're sick. They don't give a fuck if you die. Maybe some people that work within that establishment, but ultimately, no, they don't care. Because you know what they're going to do when you die? They're going to replace you. You know what happens if you call in sick too many times? They're going to replace you. They're not going to think about, oh, well, this person has health issues, or this person has a family to feed. They don't give any fucks. And you need to not give any fucks, okay? When I approach a job, I tell them very straight up, this is a job like any other fucking job. My health and my children will always come before this fucking job. And if that is a problem for you, maybe I should not be here. I don't give a fuck. And that's how I live my life. I'm sorry. But really, you know, you have to take care of you. These people don't care. They don't give a fuck. It's money, 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 money. Can you make it happen? You can't make it happen. You're fucking on my production. You can't be here. So put yourself first, because they're not gonna. Okay, and try to reconnect with your spirituality, because that's what's going to help you find your uniqueness and what it is that you're trying to do, okay? So go into nature and find that. Now, some of you are indecisive about, again, relationship, work, whatever it is. They're showing indecision, so you really are, like, in it right now with your head. So you have yourself in this imprisonment. I want you to ask yourself, why? Why are you so in your head about this situation? Is it because it's a legitimate, like, real fucking issue? Like, it's already, hey, this is going to be a problem because I can't pay for this, or this person's going to beat the shit out of me. Like, what exactly is it that you are indecisive about? Because it's really, am I happy? Am I not happy? Am I scared? Am I not scared? It's really one way or the other. It's not hard. If you're in a place that you're not happy in, then you should just automatically say, well, no, I want to be in a place that makes me happy. If you're in a place that makes you fearful, then you should just say, no, I want to be in a place that makes me feel safe. Or with a person that makes you feel safe. However it is, you know how you feel. Stop ignoring how you feel. That is where we're fucking up at in society as a fucking whole. We are fucking up because we feel one way, and we're going against what we feel because we have these obligations, or we feel like we have these obligations that we have to tend to, and we have to do this and we have to do that. No. Trust what you feel. When your body's telling you you need a break, take the fucking break. When your body's telling you leave this situation, leave the situation. When your body's telling you go to this person, go to that person. Okay, your soul knows what the fuck it is that you need in your life right now. And right now, your indecision about this relationship, this person, there should be no indecision. Because they're showing me your life. This is your soulmate, your person. Like, this connection is a true and loving connection, okay? It's going to bring you the fucking abundance. This is your person that makes you feel like home. Okay, this is your person. If that person makes you feel like home, like when you're with them, you're just happy and you can be yourself and you don't have to worry about being judged or lying about things or any of those things, then you know that is your person, that is your home, that is where you need to be. And for some of you, you might have to relocate to be with this fucking person. It's that simple. If it's worth it to you, if that person makes you feel these things, that is your person. You do what you need to do. Life is full of risks. Okay? No one makes it anywhere playing it safe. You have to take the risk. if this is your person and you know that this is your person, even if everybody else does not agree with your decision, these are your lessons. These are your journeys. Okay, they're not anybody else's. But the way this is showing me, if this is a person you need to go to, you need to relocate. You know, if it's either you relocate or the other relocates, whichever is more feasible. Okay, whichever one is going to have the least amount of uprooting, you know, the least amount of difficulty uprooting their lives and starting somewhere else. That's the person that needs to relocate, okay? So be open to this. And for some reason, it's showing me time. Maybe it's taken time, maybe it's been a long time, or maybe they're running out of time. I don't know. Whatever this is, however it pertains to you, you know how this is playing out. But I'm telling you that this is going to lead to you having that happy life, that happy family, that happy home that you've been yearning for. And some of us have never had that. You know, some of us have had toxic ass relationships, toxic ass upbringings, and think that even in toxic ass relationships that's a normal, healthy relationship. And that's really not factual. It's really fucked up that we see things like that. So they're gonna come, and I can only laugh because the words I want to say is like, it's like shitting out rainbows, but I'm sure there's a better way to say this. But believe me, that person is going to ignite something inside of you that you haven't felt in so long, and you're going to just know that that is your person. Okay, there is a difference. We all have soulmates. I look at soulmates as people that come into my life where I have a connection with, where we resonate on a lot of things. We're very similar. But your soul person that is for you, your soul knows. You just feel it on a whole different level. It's a whole different fucking connection that you can't explain. It is your soul that calls you. It's not your mind. It's not your heart. It's your soul. So you will know who this person is because you're going to feel it, and you're not going to be able to explain it because there is no explanation. It's your soul knows because they're from your fucking past lives. You've loved this person a million fucking times before. You're going to know. So please, that person is your home. Go to them, have them come to you, however the hell it works out. But you have to take the leap of faith, and you have to maintain the courage, because when you show that you're courageous, when you show you're willing to go after the shit that you want, that's when all your doors open up, okay? March to the beat of your own drum, you know? If it's what's in your heart, trust yourself, okay? And clear away the doubt. Leave all of those things right fucking there, because if you stay there, this person is not going to come in. You're going to be too afraid to make this happen. So sometimes you just do it. Like sometimes I don't give a fuck. I'll be terrified, and I'm like, no, the more I think about it, the more likely it's I'm not going to do it. So really, when I make decisions, they might seem very fucking impulsive sometimes. But it's because I know if I sit there and I think about it and I contemplate on it, that I'm going to stay frozen. I'm going to stay stuck because I'm so afraid. So sometimes I just say, fuck it, let's go, let's get it, let's see what happens. And it works out. So I'm not mad at it. But like I said, worrying doesn't change the outcome. Okay, if this is something that's destined, that's meant for you, it's going to happen. I just say go with the flow as opposed to not going with the flow. Because if you resist this shit, that's when shit starts blowing up and blowing up and blowing up. And then you're fucking living in a ditch somewhere. Don't do that to yourself, okay? Now, if some of you have been, okay, so past life person, this might be a person that's coming back around that you had something with. And you guys maybe had a falling out or whatever, and now it's like, do I, don't I? Forgive this person. Okay, for whatever, if it's a forgivable offense. I'm not going to say forgive people that are fucking doing horrible things to you. No. You know, that's all however you want to deal with that. But if you're planning on going back to this person, forgive that person and try to see things as the lighter side. You know, look at it as a learning experience. Look at what it taught you. Look at how it helped you grow, how it helped you transform as an individual. Okay, try to see the benefits of whatever it was that happened, because now maybe you can have a stronger bond. Maybe it'll be a better relationship now because you guys went through this together. You guys separated, did your healing, went through your shit, and now you're coming back together. So allow that to happen, okay? Just find the humor in the situation, because sometimes you really do just have to laugh at shit and you're just like, yo, I can't even believe this shit right now. Girl, domestic violence, that's some shit, and it's fucked up, you know, especially when you grow up. Like, I grew up my whole childhood with the domestic violence, and you think people fighting and bleeding and cops and all that shit is normal. And it's sad. It's really sad, because to this day, there's still a lot of kids that don't know any different. And that's a lot of the people that, I mean, primarily it's people that be in the hood, because nobody teaches them how to control their emotions or even express their emotions or deal with them in a healthy manner. So that's where all of these things come in. And it's important, you know, everyone goes through their own shit. It's just you have to learn how to have self-control and not allow that to happen. And really, if you are in a domestic abusive situation, it is not healthy. I don't give a fuck what you grew up with. It is not healthy. Okay, somebody jealous and controlling, not healthy. Walk away from that shit. Now, here we have the ego, the stubbornness, and a need to be right. I don't know who this is for, but for those of you that are in this energy of, you are your ego. You know, you are the person that's worried about what people think about you, how people look at you, what they're going to say to you. I'm sorry. You know, don't do that, okay? Because you having this ego is going to work against you, because you're more focused on the exterior. You're not focused on what's important and what truly matters. And it doesn't matter who's right, who's wrong. Is the relationship important to you? Is the situation that serious that you need to be absolutely right, even though you know you're right? Why do you need to argue that you're right with other people? Does it fucking matter? It should not. Oh, Janine. No. That's not, you can't. I mean, there's various types of abuse, and a lot of people don't even realize that there's various, more than just the physical. You know, it's sexual abuse, it's mental abuse, it's emotional abuse, it's financial abuse. There's a lot of different types of abuse, for those of you that are not aware. So you need to look at your life and evaluate, am I experiencing any of these things? And if you are, you'll know, because it'll make you feel bad. You'll feel really bad, or you feel really sad. And you have to find the strength, okay? And I've said this because I was in an abusive relationship, and I only walked away when I was ready to walk away. You know, because we want to believe the I'm sorry's, we want to believe the I love you's, we want to believe all of these things. And maybe in that very moment they are sorry, but they don't practice self-control. They don't try to change. They just say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it, and then they get pissed off and they do it again. So if you are in a situation like this, understand nothing's going to change if you don't fucking walk away. Oh my God, girl. Well, I'm glad you walked away, because that is fucking horrible. And I think that was one of my wake-up moments. It's like, oh yeah, no, this is going to end in me dying, or worse, you know, like we were going to kill each other. So you don't want to have a relationship like that. It's too much. It's too much, and it's horrible for you. It's horrible if you, especially if you have children at home. You don't want your kids thinking that that's normal and that's healthy, okay? You want your children to grow up knowing what real love is, how people should be treated, okay? Not thinking that it's okay for me to be disrespectful to a woman. It's okay for me to put my hands on a woman because she pissed me off. It's never okay, okay? You walk the fuck away, take your happy ass out the motherfucking door, and find a way to deal with your anger. You don't put your hands on people. No, it's bad. Don't fucking do it. I don't give a fuck. There's no excuse for it. Okay, maybe if she punched you in your fucking mouth, but even then, it's like, I'm gonna walk away before I fuck you up. Okay, there's no excuse for putting your hands on another individual. It's not necessary. Okay, this is why I say it's important for grown-ups to learn how to talk. For those of you that are stubborn, like I said, you have this need to be right, and your stubbornness right now is what's keeping you fucked up. So if you don't release this stubbornness and your need to be right, you're going to block your blessings. You're going to stop yourself from getting the things that you need. Now, it looks like there is a person, maybe an attorney. Some of you might be going to court. There is could be grandfather, uncle, brother, somebody that might be sick, have a cold, or some type of health issue could be going on with them right now. Okay, and some people might be suffering in silence. So if this is a person you haven't spoken to or you have been dealing with and you're not aware that they're sick, reach out, vice versa. Girl, I'm so sorry, Janine. I know because I grew up with it and I remember. I have a lot of fucked up memories, and it's hard. And therapy is definitely important for you and the kids. It's very important. So some of you might be going through court. Now, the older man, it could be a lawyer, could be teacher, could be friend, uncle, brother, grandfather, however that's resonating for you. Now, if it is someone that you're dealing with for court, it might not be going so well right now, okay? Now, if it's physical, somebody that's sick, that's ill, please reach out because they are suffering, okay? So if you are the person that's ill, reach out to whoever that is and let them know that you're ill or you need help or however it's happening, okay? But there is a message that is going to be coming through, and it might not be the best message, something that you might not want to hear, but it's a message that is going to give you information. It's going to let you know what's going on. Whatever it is, it's going to basically clarify a couple things that you've kind of been in the dark about. Excuse me, Jesus Christ. So whoever this message is coming from, like I said, they're showing me an older man. So if you're dealing with an older man, maybe that's what it is, but you take it how it resonates. But something is not, it's not going to be a good message, and somebody could be in not so good health right now, okay? And somebody is suffering in silence. So please reach out to whoever you know that's going through shit right now and talk to them, especially the ones that pretend like I'm strong, I don't need anybody. Everybody needs somebody. It's just they don't know how to accept the help or reach out for the help. I know I'm that person. So please do that, okay? Now, for some of you, you're going to be getting a message that is... basically, they hold you in high regard. You are a person that they look up to, that they are... they want to be with, that they want to build something with, okay? Now, there is going to be, like I said, a new love happening, a partnership, alliances, but this is going to be built on a firm foundation. So if something that you guys are coming out of that was fucked up and you guys were like, this is never going to happen, once this person steps out of their ego space and starts operating from their heart space, you guys are going to be able to build off of this, okay? It's going to be a firm foundation, and it's going to be a good partnership. And it's yeah, because they're keeping themselves stuck. They're keeping themselves like cut off from you, from the situation, whatever it is. They're keeping themselves bound when all they have to do is really just take the step forward. Now, they're aware. They are aware. Their intuition is telling them that they are the ones that are keeping them from this, okay? So you need to realize that they know what's going on, and they know that they need to step out of their ego space, and they know that they're being a little stubborn prick right now. So please just release this shit. It's not necessary, okay? Because you're preventing shit in your own life. Nobody wants to do that. But you're keeping yourself stuck, and it looks like you are going to be coming into a breakthrough. Now, when this breakthrough happens, it's going to happen because you walked away. You walked away from your ego. You've let go of the stubbornness. You've released whatever it was that you were holding onto that was not beneficial to your life. So in doing that, that's when your breakthrough comes in. And you have to maintain self-discipline in the things that you walked away from. So if you're walking away from your ego, you have to understand you have to continue walking away from your ego. The more separate you become, the better it'll be and the easier it'll be for you to live your life. But maintain the self-discipline, okay? Because that's what's going to get you to where you need to be. And if it's walking away from an individual, don't go back to the fucking person that did all these horrible things to you. Okay? Like I said, if it's something that can be forgiven, then cool. If it's something that is continuous and is not going to stop ever, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? Handle the situation with compassion and treat yourself with compassion as well. Because some of you, like I said, this is like, whatever this is, like all of this shattering of the ego, they're having financial constraints right now. Somebody's having financial issues. So sometimes when things need to happen and they're not paying attention to the signs from the universe and they're not doing what the universe is wanting them to do, that's when the tower moments come. And sometimes it takes the tower moment for you to humble yourself. Because when this tower moment comes, it looks like that's what's going to cause you to release your ego and stop being stubborn and stop feeling like you have to be right. Because you're going to need help in healing whatever wounds it was that you were going through. And it looks like you've hit a rock bottom place. So if this hasn't happened, it's coming. It's happening. Okay, there is a tower moment that is coming, and you need healing, and sometimes the only way to get healing is when you hit rock bottom. That is the only way that you're going to get past all of these things. Okay, and when this happens, that's when you're going to become fully aware of this love, of this partnership. That's when you're going to be fully aware of this new beginning and this person that is meant for you. Okay, when you're going to say, okay, I'm done with the fucking around. I'm done with this. I'm done with that. I'm ready to heal. I'm ready to move forward and start my life again. That's what's going to happen, okay? So make time for yourself. Take the times out, especially if if you are going through this, definitely take a time out, because you need to have strength to build your foundation. But have faith, okay? Because just because you can't see it doesn't mean that it's going to be bad, okay? Spirit's always working. So whenever we give ourselves the time out and we give ourselves the break and we just rest, that's allowing Spirit to allow other pieces to fall into place. So don't look at it as you're constantly go, 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 go. Because you're putting in mad momentum and somebody else is probably fucking taking 2 steps a day. Like, you have to find a balance. So when you rest, that gives time for everything else to catch up, okay? But you just have to act on faith. Like I said, sometimes I just do shit and I'm just like, you know what? It is what it is. I have faith that it's going to work out for me, however it's meant to. And it does. It always does, okay? But you have to release this intuition, your indecision, okay? Release the indecision on whatever is going on. If you're like, I don't know if I want this person, if I don't want this person, if I should, if I shouldn't, you should, okay? And understand that when you feel the jealousy, the envy, these things, there's things inside you need to heal, okay? So try to see things from both perspectives. Try to be understanding when you're dealing with people, because no one's the same. We've all went through our different traumas, our different things, and we learned how to cope with them in very different ways. Some people cope by flipping the fuck out. Some people are very controlling. Some people are shut the fuck down. It really just depends on the individual. So you have to learn this. You have to communicate this so that way you guys can learn each other and work through these things together, okay? But really, like, this is a storm that's coming, and I feel like it's a very necessary thing, because this pride and ego, your stubbornness, all of these things need to happen. And if some of you are in ill health, please go to the doctor, have it looked at, reach out to the people you need to reach out to. So it could be I don't know. I'm hoping that nobody's in the hospital, but some people could be in the hospital, like an older person ill. So if this is a person you're not close to, or you haven't really seen, or you don't communicate, reach out, because you don't know when the last time you're going to have to speak with somebody is. So please make the effort. Say, hey, you okay? How you doing? Go visit. We always say we don't have time. We don't have time. We have time. Okay, we have time to sit down and watch TV. We have time to text. We have time to bullshit. We have time to take out to see people that are ill. We have time for our elders. We have time. Okay, Even if it's just a fucking 30-minute visit, it means a lot. Take that time, okay? You don't know when the last time is going to be, and believe me, on everything, you're going to regret it. I don't give a fuck. You're going to regret it. So, please work on your healing, release the stubbornness, release your ego, release all of the fucked upness that you have going on. And when you reach the rock bottom place, understand there's nowhere to go but up. So it will get better, okay? But you have to be willing to put in the work. Those are your messages. I'm so sorry it was long as fuck today. But I love you guys. I hope you have an awesome rest of your days. I'm sure I'll be back on here probably tomorrow. Janine, please take it easy, you know, and do what's best for you at all times, okay? Nobody deserves to be treated badly. I love ya. Bye.